Have you ever looked at your keyboard and felt like something is off? Why are the letters arranged this way? Why not alphabetically? A, B, C, D, the order we've known since childhood. But instead, Q, W, E, R, T, Y. A coincidence? No, it's a decision, an old decision for an old problem. And here's the twist. This decision wasn't made for you. It was made for a machine that couldn't keep up. And so, they made you slow down. The 19th century, the world is changing. There's a growing need to record information quickly. That's when the first typewriters appear. But these weren't sleek devices. They were clunky, heavy, mechanical beasts. Each key was a lever, a metal arm, that swung up and hit the paper. And if you pressed two keys too fast, they'd crash, jam, break. Each key isn't just a button, it's a lever, a metal mechanism. When you press it, the lever snaps up and strikes the paper. But if you type too fast, the levers collide, they tangle, jam. Imagine being the first typist. You're excited. You can type faster than writing by hand. But then, clunk. The machine jams, again, and again. You're not the problem, the machine is. This isn't just inconvenient, it makes the technology nearly useless. Engineers faced a choice: make the mechanism more complex, or change human behavior. They chose the second. They didn't fix the machine, they fixed the user. And that's how QWERTY was born, not as a solution, but as a compromise. Christopher Latham Sholes, one of the typewriter's inventors, didn't try to speed up the machine. He decided to slow down the user. Sholes wasn't an engineer, he was a newspaper editor. He saw the problem firsthand. Operators typing too fast, machines breaking, deadlines missed. So he sat down with a pen and paper and started moving letters around. He rearranged the letters. Frequently used combinations placed far apart, so your fingers couldn't press them too fast in a row. Think about it. TH, one of the most common letter pairs in English, was split across the keyboard. Why? So you'd have to slow down, so the machine wouldn't jam. QWERTY wasn't the most comfortable, not the fastest. It just worked well enough. And that turned out to be enough. People learn it, companies adopt it, schools teach it, and suddenly, a temporary fix becomes the standard. And here's the irony. By the time machines could handle faster typing, QWERTY was already everywhere, so no one changed it. Why? Because changing it would cost more than keeping it. Now imagine, you're an engineer in the 1920s. You know QWERTY isn't optimal. You know there are better layouts, like Dvorak. August Dvorak, a psychologist and educator, didn't just redesign the keyboard, he studied how fingers move. He placed the most used letters under the strongest fingers. He minimized finger travel. He made typing effortless. Its goal: minimize finger movement, reduce fatigue, increase speed, and it really works. In tests, Dvorak users typed 20 to 40% faster. They made fewer errors. They were less tired. But no one switched. Why? Because by then, QWERTY was everywhere. This is called the lock-in effect. When a system becomes so widespread, replacing it becomes more expensive than keeping it. It's not just about keyboards. Think VHS versus Betamax. Think QWERTY versus Dvorak. Think Windows versus Mac OS. The best doesn't always win. The most common does. Why are people so attached to old systems? Because change is pain. Even if the new is better, the brain resists. This is called cognitive dissonance. You know Dvorak is better, but you've spent years learning QWERTY, so your brain says, no, QWERTY is fine. It works, because admitting you wasted time is painful. Another factor, social pressure. If everyone around you types on QWERTY, you will too. Otherwise, you stand out. You're different. And the brain hates being different. Imagine being the only one in the office with a Dvorak keyboard. You'd be the weird one. You'd have to explain yourself. You'd be slower at first, so you switch back. Not because it's better, but because it's easier. So, QWERTY won't die, not until keyboards themselves die, or until something so much better appears that forces everyone to switch, despite the pain. And here's the real question. What's the next QWERTY? What system are we using today? That's inefficient, but we won't change because it's good enough. So next time you type, remember, you're using a system created over a century ago to solve a problem that no longer exists. And yet, you're not mad. You don't rage. You don't demand change. Why? Because you've accepted it. You've internalized it. You've made it part of you. And yet, it's still here. Because sometimes, the past shapes our present more powerfully than common sense. We don't question QWERTY. We don't question why we drive on the right side of the road. We don't question why we use 12-hour clocks. We just do it. Because it's what we know. And this isn't about keyboards. It's about how we make decisions, how technologies become standards, how habits defeat logic, and how the simplest things are often the most complex. Because behind every why lies a whole story. A story of people, of mistakes, of compromises. A story we're still writing, without even noticing. So next time you type hello, think about the levers, the jams, the engineers, the compromises. Think about how we shape technology and how it shapes us. And maybe, just maybe, you'll smile because you're part of the story.